Original post, November 18, 2023. My girlfriend had an affair with a coworker, 30 male, she even went on a 7-day vacation with him. After she told me about her affair she begged for mercy and we went into counseling, she blocked him and everything, and she showed me that she wanted to fight for our relationship. 3 months into our reconciliation we were doing great, I even told her that I wanted to have a baby with her someday and then her face went pale. I asked her what was wrong, and she told me that she was pregnant. It was from her affair partner. I was obviously angry and asked her to have an abortion or put the baby into adoption, but she wants to keep the baby and make me the dad. I want to be a father, but I want it to be my own child, not someone else's. Should I leave her? Or should I try to convince her to abort? Added for more context, we have been together for 4 years, we started as roommates because she needed money to pay for her house. The affair lasted 2 months, she confessed the affair to me after a working trip. The affair partner told her to leave me for him, she got scared and left him. She confessed everything to her family and mine as a gesture of reconciliation. Update number 1, November 19, 2023. So, yesterday I posted asking for suggestions and help. Someone on Reddit told me about some other social network that they could be using, so I followed his/her suggestion and I went through her laptop. The affair partner 30 male, doesn't exist, the real affair partner is my brother 24 male, and has been going on for more than 2 months. They have been making fun of me, my body, and my insecurities behind my back. They have been doing all kinds of stuff in my house when I was working, but that's not the tip of the iceberg. They got married during that 7-day vacation and the worst of all, my parents knew about this as well as her family. They were sending photos to each other. I found all this by looking through all her chats. She didn't tag my brother, but I know it is him because of the photos and some things that only he knows. Well, I waited for her to come back from work. I was feeling, and I'm still, broken and really hurt. Once she came back I asked her immediately about this, and she just smiled and told me that she was tired of pretending, that she only stayed with me until the lease was over and that the child was my brother's. I packed my stuff and left. I'm now with my big sister. She is as shocked and hurt as I am. She has been calling my parents, brother, and girlfriend all day. My parents are the only ones who tried to contact me, but I don't answer. I will cut off my parents and brother. Thank you for all the support. I will update if something else happens, but right now I just will try to calm down. Relevant comments. Comment 1, what the actual fuck? My brother, it's time to go scorched earth. Expose them online to everyone they know, your friends, co-workers, everyone. Does her family know? OP, her parents do know about it, they were there with my parents. Update 2, November 22, 2023. Hi, it's been 3 days since everything exploded. I have been really sad and depressed during these days, but I'm with my sister and that's making me feel better. For people who are reading this first, my girlfriend cheated on me and married my brother behind my back, then she left me. She is pregnant with his child and my parents and hers knew about this. I will answer some questions I received. 1. You slept with your girlfriend after she told you about the affair? No, I didn't, but I did sleep with her when she was married to my brother. I still don't know why they would do that. 2. Does the rest of the family know? No, but I already told them, even my ex-girlfriend's family. The only person who knew were my parents and hers. 3. Does your sister know? No, she has been an outcast from my family. She is lesbian, so my family didn't like her much, but she has always been there for me. She is my best friend. Now with the update, I have been staying with my sister for 3 days. I have been really depressed, but she was with me all the time. We even played some cyberpunk. I had to leave my job because my sister doesn't trust me with a knife in my hands at this moment. I have attempted suicide before. She told me what my parents told her. They want to meet with me to explain everything. She told me that I didn't need to do it if I didn't want to, but I want to know everything, so I met them this Friday. I went to take some things from my previous house, and my brother was there with my ex. My sister, who came with me in case something happened, almost punched him. He has been repudiated by most of the family, as well as my parents. So, that's the update. My family keeps breaking and I am looking forward to confronting my parents. Thank you for your good messages and the bad too. My sister is reading me your comments and I am happy with your suggestions. Update 3, November 25, 2023. Context, for people who are reading this first, my girlfriend cheated on me and married my brother behind my back, then broke up with me. She is pregnant with his child and my parents and hers knew about this. So yesterday I went to meet my parents with my sister. I had all prepared some questions, and I wanted some answers before going no contact. Some people from here advised me not to go and I should have listened to them. Once I arrived there with my sister, my parents were mad that she was there with me. I told them that they were in no position to make demands, then they tried to make an apology that didn't sound like one. But I just asked them the first question. How long did you know about this? They were quiet, but then my father said that they were leaving them their own house for them to make their deeds. Can you imagine? I was not hurt, I was furious. I knew that my brother was the golden child, but this just infuriated me. I just kept asking them questions and I discovered that the first who discovered the affair was my ex-girlfriend's dad. Then he contacted my parents and the four of them met with my brother and my ex and the six of them came up with the idea of a blissful lie. In the words of my dad, they didn't want to hurt me, but they thought that my brother and my ex would be happier together since they decided to betray me in the first place. I was really furious with that. My sister was really pissed too and she started screaming at my parents. Then my brother came, my sister and I went quiet and my mom started making stories about mending things and being there as an aunt and an uncle for the baby. My sister was angry and said that she wouldn't be there for that kid. Then my brother said something like, "This will be the only child you will have related by blood." My sister went silent and I punched him without thinking. Is the first time I punched someone and I couldn't be happier, to be honest. My brother started bleeding from his nose and my parents started yelling at me. I just told them that they had lost 2 children and we left. Now I am here in my sister's house and my hand hurts, but I am happy for protecting my sister and myself. I will start therapy soon, and I am thinking of joining a gym too. But as long as I am writing this my bad thoughts are less common, so, I think that's great news. Edit, all my family knows about what happened, my ex's family too. I sent them the chats between my brother and my ex, and I even sent recordings of my meeting with my parents. A little update, December 6, 2023. My brother and my parents have pressed charges against me for breaking my brother's nose. More bad news to add to the collection. I'm looking for proof to see if I can sue them back for everything they did to me. I will update soon with more information. Thank you for all your kind messages. I'm still feeling down, but like Elton John said, I'm still standing. A positive update, December 13, 2023. Hello, I have been reading your comments and your messages, thank you. It really helped me. I have been feeling down, but now I kind of feel good. I have contacted a lawyer who recommended I not to take action against my family yet. His suggestion was to wait until the trial to defend myself with the proof I gathered and then sue them back. I will have to be in court on the 21st of January, so I have more time to think about everything. My sister and I started the paperwork to change our surnames, so we will still be family but only the two of us. I will go this Christmas with my sister, her girlfriend, and her family, so at least I won't be alone during the holidays. My sister and I adopted 2 dogs too. One is old, 13 years, and the other is younger, 2 years. So now I have more company. Thank you for all the kind messages and sorry for the constant updates. I just needed to write it and see your positive messages and your suggestions are helping me a lot. I'm very grateful and I consider you more family than my blood-related one. Relevant comments. Commenter, screw the mop. It's completely absurd that parents press charges against a son. Move on, go to full NC to all of them. OP, that's my plan. I want to get away from them and never see them again. The only move I would see them make is to have a paternity test on the baby and nothing more. New Year's update, January 2, 2024. First of all, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you to everyone for your comments during this time. I know I said I would update regularly, but I had lots of things going on. I have even been able to talk with people around the world. Is something I didn't expect but makes me happy to know that I have people who worry about me. My sister and I have already chosen a new surname for us. It will be Moreno. In Spain is the tradition that the bastards have a nickname based on physical traits, and since we both have black hair, we chose Moreno. I have been talking with my lawyer and my sister about my court case. We have all prepared, but my lawyer suggested I to prepare and gather more proof, so I am contacting some family so they can back me up. About the vacation, well, it has been sad, but at least relaxing. I went with my sister and her girlfriend to the city of Vigo. We have been there for 2 weeks, and it has been the first Christmas without my parents and my brother, my ex too, but I have been doing Christmas with my family since forever. On Christmas Eve, we were with my sister's girlfriend's family. They are from Vigo, and I felt kind of out of place, not because of them. But I felt kind of numb, and I felt jealous of their relationship. My sister kind of noticed this and tried to cheer me up, and I felt bad for making her worried about me. That night I didn't go out to celebrate because I felt really sad about everything, so I stayed at my sister's girlfriend's house and watched TV. The funny part is that I made friends with the grandparents. They were really nice to me, and after telling them my situation they gave me really good advice and made me feel better with myself. This New Year's Eve, I was thinking of doing the same, but this time my sister made me go with her, her girlfriend, and her girlfriend's cousins to have dinner and watch the countdown. I felt again out of place, but one of my sister's girlfriend's cousin was very talkative with me. She was just ended a really toxic relationship, and my sister was trying all the time we were there to make me talk with her. That made me a little anxious at the beginning, but we ended up kissing after the countdown. I am not ready to have a relationship, I told her so, and she understands. We are just friends. I mean, we met on Christmas Eve, but we have only started talking for 5 days at this point. We returned yesterday to my sister's house, and I still feel kind of numb about everything. It has been a weird Christmas, but kind of warm too. Update from the sister, March 10, 2024. My brother passed away 3 weeks ago. He committed suicide. After the trial, he had to pay my other brother for aggression. He had a medical report, so we knew it would happen. My brother was devastated after this. He even uninstalled this app after his last post because he had some troubles with some users. He was feeling a little bit better until that day. He started becoming reclusive again and I tried to make him come out again. I tried to take him with me on vacations, but none of that was successful. After what happened to him, I have lost the only person I could consider my family. He was the best friend I could have, and I am completely disgusted that my family was able to push him to this with the sole motive of protecting their other son. They tried to come to see him at the funeral, but I didn't let them see him. I hope they have this suffering for the rest of their lives. Thank you for supporting him and everything you did for him. We used to read comments together and we enjoyed it a lot. I will leave this account here, as a memorial, but it won't be used anymore. Thank you. Story 2, Am I wrong for spending way less than planned on an engagement ring? Original post, March 8, 2024. So, I've been with my now fiancé for about 4 years, living together for 2. About 5 months ago we had a talk around a timeline and decided 2024 will be the year we get engaged. She told me she wants me to pick the ring, but gave me some styles she likes. I picked a ring that was my favorite of the type she sent me, and to my surprise, it was a lot cheaper than I expected. In my head, I budgeted about $10K, but it was only about $3,500. Thank you Lab Diamonds. The jeweler I bought it from has a great reputation and has been around 40 years, so it's not like I cheaped out with a sketchy store. She absolutely loved the ring and has been happy to show it off to her friends who have also had good feedback. A couple nights ago she asked me what it costs, and because we're going to be married and finances are so important, I told her. She expressed a lot of disappointment, which is weird to me, because it resembles exactly the type that she sent me. I just didn't get it from that brand because they had bad reviews. The same ring could have easily cost $6,500 from that company, or if I went with a mined diamond, it would have been about $12K. She just said she expected me to spend more based on my income of $160K. She said while she didn't expect me to go the dated 3 months pay route, she was a little disappointed that I basically spent less than one total paycheck. Aside from this, she's always been very financially responsible and thrifty, so this caught me off guard. I have to say this is killing my recently engaged buzz, but maybe she's right. We're not fighting or anything, but went from really excited to be engaged to her seeming sad and me starting to look at her in a worse light. Hope we get past it soon and have a fun weekend, but would love advice on how to handle things or if I should just move on from this and wait for her to get over it. Edit, people are going too far here. She's not a gold digger, she barely makes less than me and made more than I did the first 2 years we were dating. I'm just going to have a conversation with her tonight and I'm sure we'll be good again. Some of you should go outside and touch grass more or talk to a therapist about your contempt for women. I'm logging out of this now. Relevant comments. Comment 1. She was happy with it until she learned it cost only $3,500. Oh no, only $3,500. You only spent one whole paycheck. However, will she survive with only $3,500 on her finger? And if she wants blood diamonds instead of lab, that's a whole other red flag. Her ring is worth more than my fucking car. Get a good prenup. OP, she never said she wanted a blood diamond. If she wants a prenup she can request one, there's no point from my side. I only make about $10K more than her, but she has more savings than I do, and neither of us owns property. I had student loans and didn't make a ton during my first few years out of college. Her parents paid for her college, and she made more out of the gate than me. I didn't pass her in income until 2 years into us dating. Comment 2, this is one kind of a shitty reaction. If this isn't a pattern for her, I'd try to let it go. Some of these comments are wild. You definitely aren't wrong for spending less. She probably just had an idea in her head that value equal quality and it took her by surprise. She'll get over it. OP, it's not a pattern, I'm just going to let this blow over. People are calling her a gold digger, but that's definitely not the case. She has more money saved up than me and made more than I did for the first half of our relationship. I think Reddit was the wrong place to ask this. Comment 3, and when has she ever spent $3,500 on you? This is some BS sexist shit. I'd be tempted to take it back. OP, I've literally never asked her to lol, so I wouldn't expect her to. Both of us wanted to follow the tradition of the man buying the engagement ring. I'm not taking it back, I'll just have a conversation with her tonight about it. I barely use Reddit and this post has been a good reminder why. Lots of guys here who clearly don't do well with women. Comment 4. Your fiancée has some weird and irrational feelings because she had an unstated expectation that wasn't met. She probably knows that these feelings don't make sense, and it's good that she trusted you enough to share. It seems likely that in some little nook of her brain, the amount of money spent signifies something, how much you care about her, the quality of the ring, whatever. And even if she knows that is not true, she might have feelings about it. I highly suggest having a relaxed conversation where you can both talk about what feelings are coming up. Don't just let it blow over. You will miss an opportunity to get to know and understand each other better. Update, March 9, 2024, less than 24 hours later. We talked through things last night. First, I want to say to everyone calling her a gold digger, that is so stupid. She has more savings than me, made more than me in the first half of our relationship, and will inherit significant money from her family while I certainly will not. If she's a gold digger, she is very bad at it. She also told me when we discussed the timeline, that she wanted a lab diamond to be sure nobody was hurt over it. So, no need to say she wanted a blood diamond either, not sure where that came from, but lots of people here seem to insist she wanted someone to die over it. I don't think either of us realized how much cheaper lab diamonds have gotten in just the last couple of years. Now to the actual update. Last night we had a sushi takeout and wine night, and I told her how her response made me feel. She was extremely apologetic and told me she felt awful all day at work about it and was thinking of how to apologize. She said she realizes her feelings made no sense, it's just that it can get ingrained in women's heads that their long-term boyfriend is going to make the sacrifice and spend a lot of their money and there's romance associated with it, but logically it's stupid and makes no sense. We want to buy a house together when our lease is up, and she brought up how it's great the ring costs less than expected so we can put more towards that. We are all good, thanks to the people with reasonable advice. There were a lot of other responses and PMs I got from people who don't seem to have much real relationship experience, but I'm going to ignore you all lol. Peace out everyone. The answer is obviously divorce. In all seriousness though, it's nice to read a story where everyone acts like an adult instead of immediately having the most extreme reaction possible. Although OP, even if you don't think you need one, maybe consider getting a prenup just in case. That's it for this video, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.